Good evening, everyone. This is Debbie Wetzler, and I'm sure David will join us at some point when his schedule allows to to get on the team phone call. We love seeing you guys every single week, and this week is especially. I'm just going to say up front that ASEA did a transmission transition, and I'm sure most of you have seen the email or have found out about it, but they did let Karen Riley go. Their decision was they're going in a different direction, and they needed to do some changes, and that was part of it. And transitions are always hard, and especially for those of us who knew and loved her. Am I frozen? Yes, I'm frozen.
What she froze? What because it's
She-
so cold there.
No. Her screen froze and she was getting
Yes.
ready to tell everybody about the transition and she froze.
What
Yeah.
transition? Does she have some kind of operation?
No, I just
God,
wanted
David.
to talk about Karen for 1 second. That
Oh.
that there's a transition that's happening in the company, and we've all, as David said, we planted a flag with ASEA, and that's who we are. And so, Karen was always thought about a lot of times as the heart of ASEA, and we'll just have to carry on being the heart of ASEA as associates in her place. And we wish her well, and we still love her. But that's what the company's decided, and they had their reasons, but they aren't really going into those. They just did want to change direction and go, and that's what's happened. So anyway, I hope everybody's seen that email at this point. And again, some of the newer people might not even know who she is, but she's been with the company for a long time. So that was that, and I was introducing and talking, and then you came on, David. So
Okay, well, I'm sorry I'm a couple minutes late. Yeah, and I spoke with Karen, and you did too. And Karen was one of the first people I met when I got involved, and she's a very, very dear friend. In fact, invited her to come down. We just invited her the other day to come down, spend a few days with us. But the company, I think, Tyler is fully in. He's let go of everything else. He's fully engaged and uh, entrenched in ASEA, and he is heck bent on achieving the goal of being a $500 million company by 2025. And they didn't think the pieces that got them here were the pieces that were going to get them there. And it's kind of like we say, when you get to bronze and you have your couple of Director 300 legs and you think you have enough people, well, I got enough to go gold or go diamond. Even when you go gold, what gets you to gold, you may not have the pieces of the puzzle there. I didn't. And you got to be honest with what you got. Do you keep mother henning the people that you have to get them to get you where you want to be? Or do you say, you know what, let's bring in some fresh blood. Let's bring in some new faces. And I'm not saying Karen was mother henning anybody. I just think the company, this is a hard decision for the company. I mean, this is not some flippant decision, but they're moving forward, and I'm going to be privy to some things. I don't know how much I'll be able to share in a couple of weeks, but I'll share with you all whatever I can share, because I'm going out to Utah in 2 weeks actually to see what's going on. But I know they've been working on something huge since last summer, and they want to share it with some of us and bounce it off of us what they've got coming. So anyway, that's what's going on. Those of you who know Karen Riley and love Karen like we do, she's a very special person, and she's family. No one's ever left the company. People have come and gone from the company in 10 years with Karen. Debbie and I have been here, but I don't know about Debbie, but there's nobody that I feel is family except for Karen. She's family, and that's it. And if you know Karen, you can reach out to her. Yeah. So
She would love to hear from you guys. She still loves everybody in ASEA. So if you knew her, please reach out and just say, and her birthday's March 13th, I believe also. So,
Yeah. So
okay.
do you want to do
Well,
wins? Well, go ahead.
I probably shouldn't. Anyway, you going out there, is that common knowledge?
Nobody told me I couldn't say I was going out there or what I was doing.
Okay, that's fine. Just making sure. I
Yeah.
don't want anybody in trouble. Okay, yes, so we just are just getting started, so we could go over a few wins if somebody has some.
Well, I know there's been a lot of wins.
There's been a lot of wins.
I'm looking at
I'm looking at a new
platinum.
platinum myself.
We'll do recognitions in a little bit, but we got a new platinum in the group. 2 new
Absolutely,
platinums actually.
which is great.
Got Buffy the Vampire Slayer and David the Buffy Slayer. That's what we got here.
Wow. Yep. You never know what's going to come out of his mouth, Buffy. That's why we always have a great time on our team phone calls. Everybody laughs.
I have a win testimony if I can share it.
Sure,
Awesome.
absolutely.
Thank you, Judy.
This actually happened personally. I have all you pet lovers out there. I have three labs. The oldest one's a yellow lab. He's 11 and a half years old. And last week he went into kidney failure. We took him to the animal hospital and they put him basically on dialysis. And for 3 days, thank God, the vet let me go down and I laid with him in that kennel for 3 and 4 hours a day. And like every 10 minutes, I sprayed ASEA in his mouth. He was hours from death. That's what the vet told us.
Wow.
I mean, I was a mess. My dogs are my kids because I don't have any kids. But she basically told us to come down Saturday morning to pick the dog up because nobody was going to be around to watch him all weekend. And we were basically bringing him home to pass away. Well, I told my husband, I am not giving up on this dog and I'm not giving up on ASEA. So we brought him home. He cheered up a little bit because he was back in his own surroundings. But Sunday morning, that dog was a new dog. He was up, walking around.
Wow.
He hadn't eaten in 5 or 6 days. He finally started to eat. Took him back Monday morning for blood work. And the vet called me in a half hour and said, for one, I can't believe this dog's alive. And for two, all his blood work is getting better. She still wasn't a believer. I told her what I was doing and I showed her the product. So this past week, I took him in this morning for a second round of blood work. And again, she said, this dog defied death. And his blood work came back almost normal. He's on a little bit of IV for the day, but he's running and walking a mile with me every day and wanting to play. And he's got an appetite like a horse.
Oh my gosh.
I'm working on getting her to try it for herself. And she said, well, I was really skeptical about what you were doing. She said, but now I'm starting to believe it.
Yeah.
Starting to.
It's awesome. It's great that you said
that is absolutely right.
Yeah.
And then to finish the story, this is what's kind of ironic about it. I was home, what's today? Saturday afternoon. I just happened to get on the ASEA Healthy Pets Facebook page, and I saw someone from Texas reaching out. As anybody in York, Pennsylvania have ASEA? And I'm from Lancaster County, which is a half hour from there. So I reached out because I don't know anybody around me that does this. And he gave me the name of this lady to call, and I called it, found out we're only 30 minutes away. And she's like, the first thing she said was, I have a really sick dog. And I said, you're kidding me. I mean, I thought it was for a person, but so I told her my story and I met her and took her a bottle of ASEA. So I'm waiting to hear her story.
Good for you.
That's fantastic.
Yep. Awesome, Judy. It's a placebo, right?
Divine appointments. You just had one.
Yep.
So
right?
happy for you.
Yep.
How much were you giving her, Judy?
I didn't even count. Every 10 minutes, I sprayed 4 or 5 squirts in his mouth. And, when he was laying in the kennel, I thought, how am I going to get this dog to drink this? Because he wouldn't eat or drink. And then I realized that if I just lift his lip and spray it, then it just soaks in his gums. And I thought, that's the
Right.
best thing anyway.
That's
And he
right.
let me do it. And when he sees me with the spray bottle, he comes up to me now. He knows. So I probably got 4 or 5 ounces in him a day. I was just pumping it in him and rubbing it wherever they shaved him to get blood. I took the gel and rubbed it on all those spots.
Like you said, you never gave up. And when we have humans that are maybe not going to make it, you may feel a little silly doing it. And sometimes people won't let you do it, but it's worth trying. That's for sure.
Yep. Well, I knew my dog couldn't resist it. I was going to do it. He wasn't going to die without me trying.
Yeah. Well, it's like somebody's dying and let's say they're atheist and which is fine. I mean, everybody believes, or let's say they're one religion, you're another one, and they don't believe in your God, but it doesn't stop you from praying.
Exactly.
You do it anyway.
Well, yeah, the vet asked me how it works. I said, well, I don't understand how it works, but I don't understand electricity, but I'm not going to sit in the dark till I do.
Good analogy.
That's right.
A lot of people sitting in the dark.
Yep.
Touche, girl.
Judy, you definitely need to get in touch with Beth Woford. This would be an awesome,
I thought about that. I thought about reaching out to her.
yeah, no doubt about it. That's just a wonderful story.
I just wanted to get today's blood work back because I just wanted to make sure they were still going in the right direction.
So happy for you.
Thank you.
Let's take one more win for the week if we have one. Anybody want to share another win? It could be product or business because there's a lot of good stuff going on. Go ahead, Cassandra.
So I heard from a fairly new customer, an old friend of mine. She took her first 2 ounces and said all of her allergies went away, and she hasn't experienced them since she started taking it.
Wow.
And then on top of that, I was pretty excited that I completed a Fast Forward Plus on Saturday.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Fast Forward
That's great.
Plus.
Yeah.
Way to go, Cassandra. Oh, that's right. I saw that in a chat group. That's awesome,
pretty
Cassandra. I thought you were going to tell me. And also, one of the allergies she had was to dogs, and now she's not allergic to dogs.
No, she's a dog lover, so I'm going to be sure to tell her that story to make sure she has it on hand for her animals.
If everybody, there's a lot of people on here, 74 people. If you haven't learned yet, facts tell and stories sell. Just tell stories, collect, have your own, put the gel on 10, 20, 30 people with pain, and you'll have plenty of stories, plenty. And when you tell the story about the person, his shoulder couldn't go here, and in 10 minutes he was doing this, you tell that story, it's a lot more powerful than saying, well, they're made in your mitochondria and you have more when you're younger. Stories are powerful. Awesome, guys, girls.
Just very quickly, in case anybody knows Terry Bailey, I had a woman, a mother, whose kidney function was down to 11%. And Terry Bailey drove an hour and a half, and he's in Terry Latham's group. So if you know him, reach out, down to get her product. And they were rubbing it on and giving it to her just gently to begin with. And in 3 days, it was back up to 16%. And she was sitting there at a webinar with me while I was educating them about this, what this exactly was. So it works for humans and dogs on kidneys and many other things.
Yep. Awesome. Well, great.
Yeah.
Everybody, it was a really, really big week last week, and there's an energy, and I think people are coming out of the COVID slumber big time.
Yes.
Big time. So anyway, good. Congratulations. I'm going to go ahead and just show you what's going on this week real quick, and I'll put it in the chat, and so you can download it. And
Did you ever send that to me? You didn't, did you? This week of the class?
No.
Okay, because you were going to, you said on Sunday, but okay.
I thought that I did. Well, maybe I don't know. I'll look.
Okay.
Anyway, we're changing our clocks next week, and Europe changes theirs in 2 weeks, and Asia does not. So there'll be some, I waited to change the infrastructure document because there are a couple of event changes and times. I'm waiting until that to do it. So there may be a couple things on that document that are off, but only the ones that happen early in the morning. Let me pull this up. Okay, let me see if I can shrink it down. All right, so when I put this in the chat, you'll see there are 2 pages. This is the live events, and here are the recorded ones. I think you all know there's plenty of things here to just save when you need them. There's the language ones where I was interviewed in each of these. In fact, I just did one in Hungarian on Saturday. That's going to be, I'll have that probably next week, and then I'm doing one in Romanian too. And I got to get one from Sylvie in French, but they're really, these are the recorded ones, but the live ones are all here. And I kind of changed the way it looks just so it stands out a little bit. The yellow ones have the Q&As with either Dr. Hoffman or myself. And what's special this week, I should have, well, I did. I put this as special. It's every Tuesday, the mentoring session with Triple Diamonds. I mean, the questions that are asked, I don't know how many people have been on these. Maybe someone can comment about it if you find them valuable. I mean, these are different teams that have their week to have questions answered by Triple Diamonds and above. And most of the questions pertain to everybody. They're really good. And while everybody can't zoom in for it, everybody can access it live on Facebook and the Facebook SIA United group. Other things special here is the monthly In Touch call with the CEO of the company. This is your chance to really get your team to meet the company. So Chuck Funky is going to be the special guest there. And the rest is pretty much self-explanatory. One thing that has changed is that, let me just show you. There's 2 that are really focused on Asia, but anybody can tie into this, okay? It's Monday mornings, US time. It's at 7:30 a.m. It's exactly 60 minutes now. So you know the time. It includes testimonials, but it's product. It's product-based. And then product-focused. And then Thursday is the business-focused one. There's 60 minutes exactly. Testimonials, product testimonials there, business testimonials there, and the Q&A both on the product one and the business one. People can ask product or business, but I mentioned this last week. If you invite people to this and they're coming because they're sick or dying, they're going to be very disappointed that it's about business. That's what that is. Okay. We wanted to have something, and we're working on having something in the US, in North America in the evening also that's going to be a business one. Danielle and I and Debbie and Lynn and Carolyn are talking about that. So anyway, that's what's happening this week. And when we get to the end, if people have questions about it, we can go over it. But I think Debbie's going to do the recognition that we have for this week, because recognition, Buffy asked me today, because some of the people in her group had advanced, she couldn't get a full list of who did what. It doesn't show up till Tuesday, everybody, and there's a reason, because they backdate orders. If you have things that that didn't happen in time by Friday night, midnight, and you put the order in on, if you place an order, not an enrollment, but an actual order under an account on Monday, it can be backdated from Monday to Friday. They can't backdate Saturday or Sundays to Fridays. So they don't run commissions till Monday night. That's why you don't see rank advancements till Tuesday. So I just want to make sure you all understand that.
Right. So anybody who rank advanced this past week, like we were talking about Buffy, won't show up right now, but she'll be there next week. However, this past week, we have new directors. For anybody new on, you start out as an associate. If you do decide to share this with people, if you've shared it with at least 2 people and they've decided to join you, you become a director. One person on your left and on your right. Our new directors this week are Cindy Burton and Ramajan Kartnik. Those are our 2 new directors. And then as you continue to add people and or they add people, you get to 300 points on both sides in a week. That's a director 300. So Revita Sell is a new director 300. Edna Mae Maluya, and Jacqueline Bishofsky. And she's one of the ones I did a Zoom for. So congratulations, that's fantastic. Ken and Brenda Everett, Ruel Gordon, Lilani Aquino, Edwina Garces, Marta Gomez, Grace Danqua, and those are our new Director 300s for this week. Now, continuing on, when you get 700 points on both sides, and again, that's you and your team, you're a Director 700 all in 1 week. And that first name, Vienkio Bunmani. And the next one is even worse for me. So I will just show it to you. It's that long name with the 2 S's. And then Kathy Stulce, Cassandra Alice, Amelia Zaldi, and Guy Bordano, Isabel Velasquez, and Tatiana Bogdanis, and Ning Xing Yuan are all new Director 700s. And then we had some some executive ranks. We had 3 new bronzes this past week. And bronze is when you and your team get to 2,000 points on either side, and you have 2 Director 300s in the same week. So we have Loreno De La Rosas,
Don't
Hugera.
worry, she goes by Lori Hutton. That's okay. Just say Lori Hutton.
Lori Hutton, thank you.
He's in Canada.
Cam UN, congratulations, and Christina Horvath Sia are all new bronze executives. And I guess since we've kind of already announced it, I know that Buffy Donahue this past week did go new platinum. And would you like to have her say a little something, David?
I would love to have her say something. Where is she? I don't see her. Did I lose her?
I'm here.
Oh, there you are.
There.
Buffy and David, congratulations.
Yes, congratulations. That's fantastic.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So
Well, tell us a little bit of how you got there. Hard work.
So
at the beginning of the week, I started giving her a business strategy on Mondays, where you want to go. And I can pretty much predict how many D300 she's going to have. And so when I gave it to her, it's sort of, because I gave it to her Monday morning, it sort of went over her head.
yeah.
And until Carolyn came in the same day and said, you got a pretty good run at platinum this week.
So you hear it twice, right?
So-
Yeah, exactly.
Third party
Power of the
validation.
3-way, right?
Right. Yeah, exactly. Carolyn, right? So, I got in and I was looking at things and I went, oh. So then we realized that it was a possible run, and rallied the team, went down and was helping to figure out, who can I help rank advance? Who can I help bring in the conversations that they've already been talking about? How can I help them build up? And so I just dug in with as many of them, that were wanting to dig in too and running, and it was truly amazing. And then some of our associates who hadn't been active in such a long time for whatever reason, that life was happening, and they came back in, and it all just happened in the week. It was boom, boom, boom. Things came into place. And honestly, I mean, I saw God at work in that week. It was just incredible for everything. I mean, and I can't be more, we're just so blessed. And our team.
We actually got the last surprise entrepreneurial pack at 11:45 on Friday night.
Whoa.
Yeah, we were
All
like,
right.
I don't have nails anymore.
Yeah, but you know what? It didn't all happen at that time because you planted seeds. The person had enough information to make a decision at that point. You can't panic at the end, but if you do enough work, like David started on Monday with you, and you're like, all right, let's see who wants what. And I'll tell you, I don't know how many of you saw a video I shot, but I'm going to put it in the chat right now, copy it. I guarantee you, without even knowing exactly what you did, that you did something that's in that video, that 10-minute video. It's all about, like you were talking about, the people who wants to get where. and you
Yeah.
focus on helping them get where they want to be. And that video will help a lot of you.
Yeah.
And a lot of you will have an aha moment. You'll be like, I never thought of it that way. That's right. So when you started in ASEA, you're a leader. Did you see yourself as a leader here when you started?
I saw myself as a future leader, but in the beginning, I didn't have enough network marketing experience to really, feel like I had enough experience really. But I kept with it and, found everybody along the way that wanted to do it with me. And I just linked arms with them and I said, let's go.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Name of the game. Congrats, Buffy.
Thank you.
And
Thanks,
David.
everybody.
And
How
Catherine
long have you been
Krieger-
working your business, Buffy?
It'll be 3 years in May.
Wonderful. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And Catherine Krieger just went bronze, didn't she? Didn't I see that?
Yeah. Catherine, congrats.
So congratulations to you also. And you'll show up next week too. But anyway, that's just so wonderful for all of you. Congratulations.
Yeah.
We had 2 others for rank advancements. Are we going to do that next week? They rank advanced this last week too.
Yeah, we'll do it next week.
Okay.
We'll
All right.
do it next week. We just wanted to, if there are people that hit the executive ranks, we want to make sure that we congratulate them if they're here on Mondays. And,
Okay.
and by the way, Catherine, when you watch that video that I just put in there, you'll see it very clearly, and you'll see how you played a part in Buffy and how the people in your group played the part for you. But just remember, as I said at the beginning, the people who get you to a certain level may not necessarily, some of them will fade away, and you just got to keep going. And it is literally, it can be 3 steps forward, 1 step back. That's what this is, but you can't let the step back take you down. It's like, okay, let's go. That's just the nature of it. I promise you, nobody's going to just take complete steps forward the whole way. It just doesn't happen that way. Yeah. So we're already at the bottom of the hour, Deb. We were going to do it. Danielle Matthews, I'm so sorry. Danielle's group has already popped off. They have a team call we always said we were going to end it at 8:30 or 30 minutes, but let's welcome new people aboard real quickly if we can, just a minute each.
Sure,
So
absolutely.
Debbie, I'll let you run
Okay,
that.
David.
I'll be quiet.
Well, does anybody have anyone new that they'd like to introduce?
I do, Debbie. This is Sean Drebin.
Okay, Sean, hi.
Hi.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm not on here too often.
No.
I wanted to introduce a new associate, Michael Boyd, who actually just became director the other day and finished his director's bonus, or completed it.
Perfect.
Wow.
Welcome,
Hey, Michael, you there?
I saw him, yes, but he's muted. Michael, you're muted.
Let's see.
Can you unmute yourself?
Okay, here I am.
There you are. Right
How
there.
is everybody?
Awesome.
We're good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I'm waiting to take it a little further.
Well, listen, I told her I'd be quiet, but I can't help it. Number 1, welcome. Number 2, congratulations.
Thank you.
So in a minute, can you tell us about yourself? Just, where you're from and your background?
I'm from Chicago, Illinois. I have been in the music business for 22 years. I used to sign artists to major record deals, but now I'm working on documentaries. So don't do a lot, but I travel a lot, move around a lot.
Well,
Sure.
make sure you take your ASEA when you go now.
Oh, don't you worry. Believe me, I am.
Let's
Stay ahead of that tiger behind you.
You, me, and Sean have a 3-way. I want to talk about the music business.
Okay. Anytime.
I got some back history there.
Okay. Well, we should know some of the same people. I've done it for quite some time.
My brother, you'll like this. My brother started a company with a good friend. He sold his real estate company. It's called House Studios. Look it up, and you'll appreciate it.
Okay.
It's really cool.
I will. As soon as I'm off the call, I'll look it up.
And David, his new associate actually went to school at Dr. Neiman.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
Yes.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Why did you take a look at it, Michael, at ASEA?
I'm sorry?
Why did you take a look at ASEA?
Well, Sean and I have had several conversations about it. And initially when I started, I ordered some, but I really wasn't taking it right because I was moving around so much.
Right.
And finally, I decided to pull it together, and I started taking it like I was supposed to. And I'm telling you, my energy level is great. You know, because I move around, I travel so much. You know, I'm tired all the time because I'm up 12, 13 hours a day, 6 days a week. But since I've been taking the ASEA, my energy level is through the roof, and I love it. And I'm waiting for other things to happen, you know, because you don't particularly really notice it right away. It just kind of happens.
Yep.
Right. Exactly.
Well,
Yeah,
great.
but the longer
Awesome.
you're on it, the better you'll feel. So,
Yes.
well, welcome. I'd love
Thank
to
you.
talk to you too at some point.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Anyone else have anyone new? We'd love to say hi.
I do, Debbie.
And I should have, but he's
Go ahead,
not.
Amy.
Hey, so I'd like to introduce Elaine Hustleton. She became a new associate on Friday. I met Elaine in one of our women's old ladies chat group, right, Elaine?
Don't say
And
that.
I know. We were talking about senior moments today and how like we used to say it when we were a teenager, and now it's like we're having senior moments and we really get it now. So, but Elaine, would you like to come on and tell us a little bit about yourself and why you're so excited?
Sure.
She hasn't gotten
Amy,
a product yet.
Amy had mentioned in Facebook about not taking thyroid medication, which I've been on for years. And she said to private message her if I wanted more information. So she gave me the testimonials and stuff, and I started watching them. And the more I watched them, the more excited I got. And I just couldn't wait to get started on this. And my order's finally going to come tomorrow. It feels like I've been waiting forever for it, but so I'm just happy to be here.
Well, wonderful. We welcome you to the team, and we can't wait to hear some of your future successes with it. That'll be great.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Elaine, it's good to see you again. And what's your background again?
I was an accountant whenever I lived in the Maryland area, but now I'm just relaxing, and I'm an office manager at a very small company and getting ready to retire in the next couple of years.
So you think we're going to keep you busy?
Well, no, I mean, I'm going to retire from that job. I hope to, I'm going to move to retirement community. So I'm hoping that will even expand what I'm doing.
Of course.
There you go.
Of course.
And Amy, if you're having senior moments, maybe you should go up in the amount of ASEA you're taking.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Throat and neck.
That's right. That's right. Welcome, Elaine.
Yep.
Welcome.
Thank you.
And there was one other person that announced themselves.
I have a brand new associate, Jackie Fielder. Say hi,
there
Jackie.
she is. You have to unmute
Jackie and her
first.
husband. I think Jackie and her husband were like signing up Friday night with Buffy late.
There we go. Perfect. Well, you're the
So-
platinum maker, so there we go.
Yeah, there she is.
Welcome, Jackie. Yes. Go ahead.
Jackie, I just want to say aloha. I'm originally from Hawaii. Met my husband in the Navy. He's here from Virginia, and our home is here in Virginia now. We have 4 children grown. I've already have and 12 grandchildren that I all adore. But my husband, I thought it was key to he already knew Carol's husband, but I thought he needed to speak to maybe Buffy's husband, and that was part of our story. The other part of my story was I told my husband I just wanted to support my habit, and so if that meant starting small, I was okay with it. But as we were talking, I found out that I had a direct deposit from my job that was a hazard pay that took care of the big package. So he didn't say anything after that. It just looked like a God thing. So I was so excited. In fact, Carol hadn't got a chance to hear that story yet. So she was wondering how my husband was doing, because he's been the skeptic. And so David's like, yeah, me too. But read this book.
That's the timer. That's beautiful. Jackie, welcome aboard.
Yes, welcome aboard.
Welcome to the family.
Thank you.
Where were you in Hawaii? Oahu? Honolulu.
From Oahu. My dad was in the Army, but my mom's from Maui, so
Yeah.
we've been there too. I was
Yeah.
just there for Thanksgiving to be with my mom.
Wonderful.
Nice.
And I saw Carol this
Wonderful
morning.
place to
Carol,
be
you
at
were on.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and Carol, you were on this morning sharing your story on our Monday call this morning. You were great.
I know. Yeah, it was, I was scared, but I did it anyway.
There were like 60 people on there this morning early. That was wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, good. Is there anybody else new on?
Virginia has a new person, or two new people. Virginia, are you still on? She gonna unmute? Okay, so
I think she got off, Buffy.
she must have had to go off. Okay, so Virginia, so we have Tracy Dawson.
Hi,
Tracy
Tracy.
is Virginia's new gal. Tracy, can you say hi?
Hello.
Hi, Tracy. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am a stay-at-home mom for 27 years now, and I have a special little girl. I have a son, a daughter, and a special little girl, and I need to keep up with her. So that's what attracted me to the product. And the energy's been wonderful, but the stamina's been better than that.
Good. That's great. Are you in Virginia also?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
So,
Well,
so
welcome to
you,
the team. Go ahead.
yeah, what attracted you was your daughter has issues that you're seeing if it can help. Is that what you were saying?
I'm basically trying to keep myself healthy for her, but I have been trying some things on her because her seizures, she's been having some mighty frequent seizures, and it seems the gel is helping some, but I got to get more consistent with it and figure out exactly how to do that with her.
Have you seen the video testimonial? Have you seen the video testimonial with Shannon about her son?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, good. Well, good. Well, glad your stamina is up, and hopefully you'll see even more amazing things happen with her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Welcome. Who else?
Thank you.
Virginia's back.
I don't know if Jennifer joined us or not.
I don't see it, Jennifer.
I
might have before.
She may
Okay,
not
well,
have joined us. I never got a message that she definitely joined us. So.
Okay.
Hi, Tracy. I'm sorry I missed you.
She did a good job.
I don't
see a Jennifer either. So
okay.
All right, so we're about 8:41. Is there anybody else new on? Needs to be welcomed aboard. We love this part. Nope. Does anybody have any questions they want to ask before we wrap it? Because we're a little bit over about anything. Envision is coming up the 27th. It's free. It's going to be very, very good.
May I say something really quick,
Yes,
David?
Dorothy. And thanks for organizing all the testimonials on Mondays.
That's exactly what I wanted to say. Thank you. It's now at 8:30 in the morning. So those of you that I've been calling and you might say it's too early. And I mean, I've even had somebody today who lives on the West Coast say she'll do a recording, but please contact me before I contact you. I'm looking for people, need 2 people every week to help Edwina. Just give your testimony. It's fun and you get a recording and, you know.
So let me share this with people that may not understand exactly. So, because it's early, Monday mornings in the US, we do a presentation and it's all product. It is just about the product. And there's 3 testimonials. It starts next week because of daylight saving time. It's going to start at 8:30 a.m. Eastern starting next Monday. All right. Which is nicer because it's an hour later. So at 8:30 a.m. and it starts off with 3 testimonials for 15 minutes. One or two come from Asia or 1 or 2 come from the US. Dorothy is taking care of getting them. So this morning, Carol did hers this morning and it was great. And so did Mike Weiner. But we need them. I mean, it's really, really, it's good. And then you get a recording of it and so forth. So reach out to Dorothy. What's the best way to reach out to you, Dorothy?
Facebook, or I can put my phone number in the chat. Either
Okay. And your email too. It's Dorothy Dabney. She's in Virginia on East Coast time, or Florida, one or the other. But it's great that you put that together. It's really helpful. Facts tell, stories sell.
It's fun because I get to meet so many new people that I don't
Yeah.
know well. So yeah.
And I just wanted to say that, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, you know, if you don't have a story like, you know, your dog was going to die and it doesn't have to be that dramatic. It doesn't be life or death. I mean, it can be the ringing in your ear went away, your vision. Carol was talking about her vision getting better. Anything, you know, anything. But just reach out. So Dorothy has a listen. If you can't do it that Monday, she has a pool to call and say, hey, can you do it this day? Okay. I'm sorry, Debbie. Go ahead.
I just wanted to brag a little bit on you, and I just wanted to tell everyone, you know, we're always talking about enrolling people and getting in front of people and stuff like that. And I just want you to know that your leaders are out there doing the same thing. David has signed up quite a few people in the last few weeks. And between Jackie and I, we just signed up 9 people in the last 5 days. So we're out there and we're working really hard too. We know people need to learn about this and know about it. And I know you don't see our enrollments. So I wanted just to tell you that we are working also. We're not just expecting you guys to, and we're the leaders. So that's all I wanted to say, basically.
And when you all watch that video that I put in there, that I put in the chat, it's 10 minutes. You'll see why. I talk about getting enough people to find those people that are going to be motivated and coachable and hungry and coachable. And if you don't have enough, don't keep mother henning people. Work with the people who are putting people in front of you. If they're not plugging in and they're not putting people in front of you, don't delude yourself. You know, just go. And it's exciting to bring in new people. Their enthusiasm is infectious. Will they be motivated, hungry, and coachable? You don't know that. Will they lead you to somebody? You don't know that. But it's the answer. It is the answer to anything. Your business is stuck. It is the answer to it.
Yes.
So congratulations, 9 people. That's pretty amazing.
Thanks.
That's a fast forward plus.
2, yeah. I just signed up 2 today. So yes, we're working too. Yeah. Anyway, so we'll say good evening to everyone. Let you guys go. There is a global call this evening with Cindy Buck and Danny Doyle. If you're interested, that's at the top of the hour.
Discoverasia.com is where you find that one in 15 minutes. Right. And don't forget Chuck Funky, the CEO of the company. Get your downline on that call tomorrow, because these are field calls, but you know, this is a chance to meet the CEO and get an understanding of what's happening in the company. So that's at 9 p.m. Eastern, Tuesday night at ASEAInTouch.com. ASEAInTouch.com. And then Dr. Hoffman and Lynn Matthews is doing, you know, Ask the Doctor tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. That's for guests, 8 p.m. Eastern on this Zoom number. Just bring a lot of people to that, as many as you can, and invite 50. If you have 2, you got 2. You invite a lot of people for their reasons, get them there. Carolyn does a better job than I do at doing that presentation. She really does.
Well, I've told all of my new people about it. So hopefully you'll have some people on there tomorrow.
Hey, David.
Awesome. Yeah. Hey, Karen, there you are. Hey, Dr. Hoffman.
You know, I was on Eric Worre training today, and one of the things that Sarah Zalecki was saying was that she always invites people to events and webinars by actually saying, I'm co-hosting. And the discussion with that was, somebody said, well, do you always say you're co-hosting even though you're not actually, you know, co-hosting? And she said, yeah, I always say I'm co-hosting. She said, because she said, I'm co-hosting and my job is to have at least 10 people attend. Will you be one of them?
Oh, wow. Yeah. That's great. A better chance people. Yeah. And let me just tell you, you know, we talk about being hungry and being coachable. Carolyn's and Paul are diamonds, but they're not stopping there. And talking about being coachable, they invested a lot of money in the Eric Worre Accelerator program. And some of these things you can get are free and some you pay for. They spend a lot of money on it because, you know, most people don't really understand. They're not professionals at network marketing. And if you're interested in creating, you know, significant 6 figures or 7-figure income, you're going to have to get pretty good, and you hone your skills, and it's an investment. I'm not saying people have to invest in that. Start by reading his book, Go Pro by Eric Worre. It's how you learn how to do this. And that's what we talk about, hungry and coachable people. Bob Bellavo is definitely agreeing with me. I see that thumb, Bob. Thanks, Carolyn.
You're welcome.
All right,
My
everybody,
third
listen.
hand, David. I have 3 hands.
Well, everybody unmute if you would, and so we can all hear everybody say goodnight, and we will see you on the highway this week and next Monday night on our team call.
Right.
Have a good night.
Good night and thank you.
Thanks so much.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye, thank you.
David,
Bye-bye.
I PM'd you. Would you just respond to that when you got a moment?
I
Thanks.
will, Carolyn.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks.